Hi, my name is Andre and welcome to 10,000 Pictures. Photography is equivalent to a language. You can communicate and tell stories with your images. When we first learn how to speak, we start by recognizing the sounds of words. We can compare this to learning how to expose an image. Rather than stating full sentences, toddlers point and say the words that they already know. The same happens when we first start taking pictures. The elements in the image are usually disconnected and lost. A picture is like a story. A good storyteller can organize the ideas in a logical way. The same happens with photography. Being able to correctly expose an image is like knowing how to sound out words. To capably articulate full sentences in any language, we need to learn syntax. The term syntax refers to the way we can put words together to form sentences and phrases. It relates to the way we can construct a text to provide meaning. Composition is the construction of a photo, such as the position of elements on the frame. When we present those elements in a pleasant and harmonic way, we can create a well-composed image. There is no golden rule that guarantees good composition. Instead, there are several decisions that the photographer faces when composing an image that can make or break the picture. It is important to know that composition is subjective, and it depends on the context and viewer's cultural understanding. So a photographer makes a good arrangement when it's able to communicate the message in an effective way. There are some guidelines that help when we're disposing the elements on the frame. The most important is the rule of thirds, a concept that is a derivation of a mathematical concept called golden ratio, or Fibonacci spiral. This notion suggests a belief that the eye is drawn to specific points, so the subject in focus should be in one of those golden spots of the composition. Painters like Michelangelo and Da Vinci had used this technique in the Renaissance period and is, to this day, very popular among artists. It is not easy to frame your subjects with the Fibonacci spiral in mind. Instead, it is more common to adopt its simplified version, the rule of thirds. When we divide the frame horizontally and vertically into thirds, we find 4 intersecting points which fall quite close to the center of the Fibonacci spiral. Most cameras offer this overlay on a visor or a screen. To learn more about how to activate it, refer to the camera manual. If you want to be precise and use the golden ratio when taking a picture, the best way is to apply the rule of thirds and, in post-production, crop the image to accurately reflect the Fibonacci spiral. On the Lightroom Classic CC, there is a way to have this guideline visible on the image. First press R to activate the crop tool. Then press O to cycle through the available overlays. When you find the spiral, press Shift and O simultaneously to loop it around. Position your picture to accurately reflect the golden ratio and crop your image accordingly. Looking for the pattern on iconic images is a good way to practice recognizing the golden ratio. The Mona Lisa contains a great example of it. Even if you crop the image on her face, the Fibonacci spiral still applies. As a matter of fact, Da Vinci liked the concept so much that he used to call it the divine proportion. Master photographers, including the legendary Helmut Newton and Irving Penn, also composed their images with the golden ratio in mind. The Fibonacci spiral and rule of thirds are just 2 of the many factors that involve a good composition. But good photographers should not let these concepts restrict them. Our key responsibility as artists is to communicate our messages in effective ways even when they involve breaking those golden rules. Next week we'll talk even more about composition and how we can use lines to carry the eyes of the viewers around the frame. If you like this week's video, please share with your friends, follow our fan page on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time on 10,000 Pictures.